nonprofit work that draws you to it?
I like helping people. I was helping people closing loans, but
It's not the same.
No, it wasn't. But sometimes I miss closing loans because I could just, go home at the end of the day and turn it off.
So in other words, you just can't drop story and it's over.
No.
This is something that's with you all the time.
Yeah.
When you help someone, what's it feel like when the light goes off and they get it? And all of a sudden you're like, wow, this really happened.
I get really excited. It's very fulfilling. It has nothing to do with me, but it's all about residents in public housing often have like many stereotypes that accompany them. There's tons of barriers and challenges to get through if you are trying to provide them services. So when someone gets it and succeeds, it's a win on a scale that is monumental, really.
All righty. And how can people find information on Story out there?
Our Instagram is StoryVA. Our Facebook is StoryVA1 because the first one got hacked.
You have no respect out there.
No. And our website is https://storyva.org.
What would you want people to know about Story that they wouldn't know?
Story has, well, number one, this is year 7. So we made it to year 7 and that's amazing because we started with $0.
So when you made it $0, you had a dream and now you make it to year 7. Yeah. At what point did you think that you might have a chance of making it?
I think coming into year 3.
Okay.
Yeah, we got an initial investment from the Cameron Foundation. And when the John Randolph Foundation come on board, I was like, oh, we might be able to do this.
We might be able to do it.
This too.
So all of a sudden you're coming along, you're chugging along, you're okay, you're swimming there, yeah. And the pandemic hits. What did that do to you guys? And what have you learned coming through the pandemic that you didn't do before, but all of a sudden, you know what you're saying? Hey, this isn't bad right here. I think we will continue doing it.
The pandemic program-wise threw me into a tailspin, and for organizations serving like public housing and low-income communities, it threw us all into a tailspin, and we had to figure out new ways of operating. So Virginia Mentor held monthly TA calls, thank God, where we could discuss like, what are you doing? Is it working? And it was statewide. So that was very helpful.
So there you were able to get best practices of how people are surviving.
Yeah, it took us a long time because switching over to Zoom and then the kids in public housing not having access to Wi-Fi, like children outside of public housing, was definitely a problem. Their parents not knowing how to navigate all this technology. And I was struggling to navigate the technology.
I understand.
Myself.
So was everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we learned. And so as you're coming through, so when you get through the technology piece, when does the light come on and say, hey, we might survive this thing?
We tried to reopen on different occasions last year, but these kids really need in-person learning. So I'm now trying to create a hybrid because there's also Section 8 kids that maybe can't get to our center that we also need to reach through hybrid. So what clicked for me is, okay, virtual is here to stay basically. And we need to figure out how to be successful in that realm also.
All right, Mike K and Kathryn's here with us. She is with Story. And how can people find you out there?
We are https://storyva.org, and our Instagram is StoryVA and Facebook is StoryVA1.
So there's some